How y'all doing today? This little piece right here is going to be part of this project as soon as I figure out how to attach it. So we go and set that up there. We're going to move this. Oh yeah, and you're going to want some duct tape, any color you want, any pattern, doesn't matter. You're going to need a box cutter, and I have two Arizona tea jugs because we're going to be cutting these handles out. And what we are going to do with this box is we are going to be making a handheld base for your mobile phone. Like if you got games on it. I play Farming Simulator 23 on my gaming channel. So if I'm out and about, and thank God the mobiles come with the gyroscope steering, so that way you're sitting here playing, you can turn your device like this and the tractor will turn. Okay. I just saw the screen zoom in and out, so I'll try to limit as much moving as possible so that doesn't happen. So the first thing is we're going to be needing to tape these flaps down on either side. So very simple, we're just going to get some duct tape. I chose duct tape because it's heavy. And sticks better than, and all we're doing is we're just closing it shut. Is pretty much all we're doing. I choose duct tape because it's actually heavy. It's heavier than standard house tape. So, and we're just gonna lay it half on the, bring it over, half on the lid, fold it over, and you got it on this side. Now, the phone that I'm recording this with is actually going to be for this. So since I have already actually kind of eye measured everything. So this will work. Obviously it's a little thicker than what my phone is, because my phone will only maybe like come up to there, maybe to the top of the tape here. But as far as this goes, I plan on using this. Let me see if I can find my, there it is. Here's my other phone, because the phone I'm recording with is no longer active. So basically what I want to do is when I get this done, it's going to sit down in here. And if I don't have my controller with me, okay, I use gyroscope steering, and this stylus, whatever this is called, can go run up and down on the throttle. I plan on using a rubber band, but I still have yet to find a way to keep this in here. I was thinking about getting a little piece of tape or something like that to wedge it in there. Just a rubber band to go up, and it can just come back into place. Even if I go into reverse, it'll snap back into place. But when I let go, hopefully, it'll pop up and not touch the phone at all until I put my finger on it, put it back down, and up and down. So that is the hope for that. So We can get my phone out of the way as soon as I find a place to set it. Yes, I have too much going on right now. Good spot for you. Okay, first thing, we could either start with this, or we could start with this, but either way, both items are going to have to be done. So we're going to get your box cutter, and I've already started cutting with a little individual razor blade, and you see how well that ended up. But we're just gonna go, and right now, to begin with, it doesn't have to be, ooh, that's a little easier than just a little, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get more. We can always trim this down, so it doesn't matter. But I'm going to finish cutting these two. I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Alright, now we have both of our handles, and when these get trimmed down, they're going to go on the side, just like that. So yeah, they're going to go on the side just like this. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of trimming to do. I mean, we could also bring them down, or have kind of over, sticking out like this. It just depends. It just depends. We're not making it fancy. We're just after function. And this one's the biggest one, so we're going to have a lot of trimming to do on that, but thank God the plastic's a little thin there. So now we're going to set this box up. So, I'm not going to go to these complete to the side, just come back a little bit. Don't go over to the side flush. Just kind of come back this way a little bit, just a little. And we're just gonna still wind up going to the side anyway. That's what we're gonna do. Anyway. Okay, now do the same on this side. Whoops, that's a really sharp blade. Okay, now what we're going to do is come back here, and what we're doing is going to create a little fold over. Okay, just do a little fold over on both sides. So you don't want it completely going down, or even, more so than that, obviously. Just enough to go over. And yes, I could probably use staples, but I don't know, my stapler works only half the time. So we are going to stick with actually what we have in mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this flap, set you over here for a second. We're going to take this flap, and when we fold it over, do not press down on the bottom. Drag it as close to the back side here as you can, as close as you can get it like you were stapling it, but Yeah. And we're going to do the same to this side. Just get it on the fold there. Again, not pressing all the way down until it's all the way into the position. And you're going to wind up with something like this. Now, I have oh, what are these called? Pop sockets on my phone, so I'm going to have to put a little stack of cardboard here, a stack of cardboard over here, so when it sits in here, it's not going to sit in there and then flip-flop all over the place. So what we're going to do is first off find a box that I ain't planning on wrapping Christmas presents in. And at which for the present moment is probably going to be this one because of how thick you see here, so we can get a couple layers. Now I'm going to cut this I'm going to cut the flaps off just over here. Not off camera, just to the side. Again, I'm just cutting flaps. There's one. Two. Yes, it's going to be all four. Three, if I can get that. Well, I'm taking this off so I can have all pretty much the same thickness. There's four. Alright, now, as we can see, these flaps fit in here just fine. So we ain't going to have any problems. Alright, let's start with this one here that we need to get this extra piece off. It's just glued together. Or you guys can toss that off to the side. Okay, now, probably about 1.5 inches, so we're going to go a little slightly bigger than what our pop socket is. So what I want to do is just create sections about like that. It's you want enough for the phone to rest on, but not overdo it, if you will. And this piece, adios. Yeah, I like to have fun too. So, and we're going to get one more. And we're going to put that up to the side there. Sorry, I'm moving the camera because I want to make sure if I get this. No, we're going to be cutting 2 more pieces. Alright, there's one more. Okay. Adios. Bye-bye. I'll pick the mess up later. Okay, now we have stands, if you want to call them that. They're going to go in there just like that. And when the phone is when the phone is getting set in, it's going to go sit in here, but it's going to rest on these little risers, so that way the pop socket underneath, it can either sit comfortably in there and help support device, or be raised up a bit, but you know, have a little airspace in between. So that's what that's gonna do. So now what we're gonna do is sorry, we just need a strand of duct tape, just enough to go around. Do not like tight roll this, just keep it as even as possible. Okay, and it's just going to sit in here like this, and we're going to tape it down later. Okay, that might be a little too much. We're going to do the same to this. Okay, not as pretty as the first one, but it's not tight, so it's going to go sit in here like that. Okay, now taping down. Remember back in elementary school, or you might be actually be in elementary school watching this. You take the tape, fold it over on itself, of course sticky side out, or it's going to be not serving the purpose you want. We're just going to shove it on the back. Get it as close to this side. Excuse me, pardon me, sorry. Get it as close to the side here as you can get it, because you're going to want room for the pop socket, which is going to comfortably sit in here anyway because of how big this opening is going to be. So we're going to repeat for the other side. And again, we're going to throw it on the back. And we're going to get to as close as we can get to the other side. Okay. Now they're in. Now, probably after this video, what I'll do is I'll lay some more tape, get some more duct tape, and go around. Just follow the contour, you know, around, down, over, down, in, and the same for this other side. But if I do that, it's going to be later, not right now. So now, oh, that's the top of the gizmo here. Okay, so now we are definitely going to have to trim these handles down. And yeah, probably about the width of the handle here. So I am going to take a couple minutes and get that done, and I'll see you in a minute. All right. Upside down. Okay. Yeah. A little more trimming. I'll be back. Now we'll see where we're at. Oh, not that bad. Cool. Again, this is using only parts that I had laying around the house, except for like the Arizona tees, but you know, I went out and bought those. The center's not too bad either. But anyways, now comes the fun part. We get to actually place the handles onto the side. And very simple. I mean, I probably will find a more better way to do this at a later time. If I do, I shall let you know. Let's get... Now, we're going to want it. Sorry, I got to look at it. Now, it doesn't matter how far it sticks up. You could have it up here, you know, you got the center down that far, or you can have it down here, just where you feel you're going to be comfortable. Okay, the handle placement is where you are going to be comfortable. So this is basically custom only to my phone or any other phone that may be of the same size. So we have that. This just one strip of duct tape held in for now. And so this just laid across the back, through the handle, over, down the wall kind of thing, and over like this. We're going to do the same to the other side. Providing I actually get the handle facing the correct way to match the other one. There's that. Up and around, down, and over. Okay, so yes, it will twist. But other than that, you're going to be holding it, okay, and you get to do this. Okay. And besides, I've always actually wanted a real steering wheel, kind of like this. So, yeah. And hopefully next time I'll be able to get my desk a little more cleared off for you guys, so you're not seeing a bunch of paperwork back here. But anyways, now what we're just going to do is we're going to take time to finish securing the handles to the box here. And I don't know if I actually want to run the duct tape around the actual handle, but you know, just also something to get this covered up. We're going to do that as best as we can, even not on that side, you know, here and there. So I am going to see, this is uneven a little bit, but you know what? I said we're after function, not beauty, right? And we need to find a way to not have this, you know, twisty. So, as I would say in my videos, I'm going to put this on a time lapse. And I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, I don't know how much of a good time lapse that would have been. But yes, towards the end of the first clip there, I did knock the camera over. So I think that kind of stopped the recording how I caught it. So yeah, just pretty much laid across the top. It was easier to actually cover this area than it was for the bottom. For the bottom here, just did it on both sides. You know, taped them down so that way it wouldn't come back up. Same with the bottom. Now I just gotta address these little openings here and the little ones down here on the bottom. But other than that, you know, it's still, you can still twist it, but I think when the actual phone gets in here, it's not going to really twist all that much anyway. Besides, you're not going to sit here and purposely twist it. And so, actually, I'm going to not completely cover these handles with duct tape. I'm just going to go around the bottom and the top just enough to get these openings covered up. But other than that, it'll be the plastic that you see here. And that is how you would do a mobile, for your mobile device, mainly a phone because that's what most people play on. But this is how you would do a base for your mobile device to make it more of a handheld kind of system. And what I would like to try to do at the end of all my videos is either say, well, we fixed it, we made it, or we replaced it. In this case, we make it. We made it. So, let me know what you guys think. I do have other projects lined up. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to them. But thank you for watching this video. Tell me what you think of this. If you can do better on a scale of 1 to 10, you can do that. I'm very familiar with it, so don't feel bad if you think I'm not. You know, don't feel bad. I am. So if that's the only way you can do things, that's the only way you can do things. Okay, I'm not picky. But you know, just let me know what you think. And with that being said, I am going to see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.